Boxing is about to turn a thrilling page as one of its finest steps into the ring against a Japanese star in Tokyo, Japan. According to Mike Coppinger of ESPN, unified super-bantamweight champion Naoya Inoue will face Mexico's Luis Nery in May. Coppinger revealed on X that both fighters have agreed to a deal for the undisputed junior featherweight championship. Now here's the twist. Nery is banned for life from competing in Japan due to missing weight and failing a doping test. Still, that ban isn't expected to be an obstacle this time. Many fans have been pushing for Inoue to face Gervonta "Tank" Davis, but others argue that's unrealistic. Remember, Inoue started at 108 pounds and climbed his way up to 122. He's a colossal superstar in Japan, but over there, Tank Davis is virtually unknown. Why would Inoue, who's already undersized at 122, chase a fight with someone who walks around like a natural 140-pounder? It makes no sense. Absolutely no sense. Sure, Tank is a massive seller in the US, but that doesn't mean Inoue should rush into a dangerous mismatch. Tank is called Tank for a reason. He's the bigger man. Compared to Stephen Fulton, Inoue looks tiny, like a shrimp. Honestly, I thought Fulton would give him serious trouble, but Inoue handled him with ease. Now, let's see how he fares against Marlon Tapales, and then perhaps the top dogs at 126. But 140? No chance. The Japanese know better than to throw their star into something reckless. Even Mike Tyson has drawn comparisons between Inoue and Manny Pacquiao. Tyson called him a mean son of a, and warned fans, "You're going to see that mother wrecker." He insisted Inoue doesn't just look like Pacquiao, he's even better.
You know, I think the best guy that I faced, and maybe perhaps if I was younger, it might be a different story, but at the moment of who I am in this time, I would say Inoue is the toughest that I've faced, or the strongest that I've faced.
You mentioned Inoue as probably potentially the best fighter that you've faced in your career. What is it about him that gives you that distinction?
I think it was like facing the younger me. You know, there's just a lot of similarities in terms of power, explosiveness, and sometimes intelligence. You know, but I think a lot of it is given the similarities is what makes it.
Pacquiao was built tough, and Inoue matches that with viciousness and precision. Tyson dubbed him the Monster for good reason. He breaks fighters down piece by piece. Nonito Donaire, who's been in the ring with Inoue, has openly said it was the toughest fight of his career. Promoter Bob Arum has been equally glowing, calling Inoue a tremendous fighter like we've never seen since Manny Pacquiao, maybe even better. Arum believes he can rise as high as junior lightweight, though not 140. He's simply not built that big. Still, Arum admires his skill set and sheer brilliance, saying Inoue is something truly special. Jason Maloney, another fighter who's faced Inoue, knows exactly how devastating he is. "I didn't even see the punches," Maloney admitted. "Both times he hurt me, they came out of nowhere." His hand speed, his explosive first step, and his killer instinct, it's all too much once he finds his rhythm. Maloney said he entered the fight believing he could win, but once inside the ring, Inoue was even better than expected. That's the kind of menace Inoue brings every time. And yet, Inoue himself has brushed off any talk of a Davis fight, saying it's more hype from the fans than reality. He respects Davis, even believes he's underrated on the pound-for-pound list.
Would you say the Monster is multi-dimensional?
Yeah, of course.
But have you seen him legitimately be multi-dimensional?
Yeah.
From a standpoint of being able, obviously we know he can punch.
Yeah.
We've seen him get to the body. But
he's a box people.
I really haven't seen him stay on the outside and counter punch.
Do you think that's what he's gonna have to do against Fulton? No?
It's not the point. The point is you just call him the #1 fighter on the planet.
Pound for pound.
But you got to be able to do it all.
Yeah.
Who do they fight? I mean, you can say that for Crawford.
But still doesn't see it as possible. Former champion Sean Porter praised Inoue heavily after his latest fight. Meanwhile, Michael Benson has reported that Inoue has confirmed negotiations to defend his undisputed WBA, WBC, IBF, and WBO titles in May against mandatory challenger Luis Nery. Now, don't forget, Nery comes with baggage. He tested positive for Zolpadrol back in 2017 when he upset long-reigning champion Shinsuke Yamanaka. Then in 2018, he came in way overweight but still won their rematch by TKO.
So when you see he got the victory over as, you know, Inoue. It was a Filipino fighter. He had fought twice. Donaire. So Donaire was giving him fits in the first fight. And if I'm not mistaken, Donaire was somewhere close to 40 or 40 years old when he fought him the first time. Whereas he was in his 20s. So he should have knocked him out in the first fight. Fighting the guy, you know, like I said before, you know, at that age. What I need Inoue to do is I need him to come fight in the U.S., random blood and urine testing. I think he's a hell of a fighter. A hell of a fighter. I won't take nothing away from him. Hell of a fighter. And I like him because I see he take a lot of my stuff.
Despite his controversies, he's been calling Inoue out for ages. Nery boldly claims, "He's not the real monster. I am. I'm the true monster at 122. When Inoue was preparing for Stephen Fulton, Nery was already talking about finishing him, predicting the fight would end by knockout. Nery sees Inoue as brave but hittable, exactly the kind of opponent he says he thrives against. Inoue's team and Nery's promoters have both teased the fight for months. Finally, it seems official. Benson has now reported that Naoya Inoue vs. Luis Nery for the undisputed super-bantamweight championship is set for May in Tokyo. With such high stakes, it's a fight fans worldwide will be watching closely. And if you've enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit subscribe and check out more of our videos on screen right now.